So yeah, Mike Butler was in a band with you, dude.
Right.
Exodus.
I know that. I love that. We called him the Chin when he tried out.
The Chin.
Because he held his bass down like fucking Dee Dee Ramone, and he was like, we had 30 guys try out at that time when Robbie quit.
He was going for it. And so I remember seeing how many times I've seen Exodus with Rob McKillop, right? Rob stood there, picking his hand, digging in, did his thing, didn't move. Rick and Gary moved like they were crazy, and you guys had this sort of like flow thing going, covering all aspects of the stage. Man, it was amazing.
Robbie just stayed back.
Robbie stayed back, and then to go from that to Michael Butler running around like a maniac. Then you had 4 maniacs in the front, dude.
Banging this. Crazy. Just going. I loved that.
I remember the first time I saw him with Exodus it was at one of those like foundation forums things.
Exactly.
Down in LA, one of those industry shows, and it was like in the hotel, and he just jumped out right away, foot on monitor. I was like, "Who is this guy, man?"
Yeah, that's why he got the gig.
Yeah,
we really there was other guys like Adam Deuce tried out. Right. There was a bunch of bass players that tried out, but he held his thing, he had his chin, he came and he looked like fucking Dee Dee Ramone, so we gave him the gig.
A nice guy.
Great guy, quiet.
Nice guy, quiet.
He's great.
Ready, very agreeable.
Very agree, yeah.
We were talking about that the other day.
Stevie Stiletto.
Yeah, Stevie Stiletto.
I got to get him in here.
But Michael Butler goes, yeah, man, that was one of the greatest time of my life playing in Exodus and doing the album and like being in England and all that sort of stuff recording.
We had to fly to, we played Battery Studios. How many great records were recorded at Battery Studios?
Right.
We locked it out.
Yeah, how much did that cost?
Oh, my God. That trip, I'll be honest with you. That trip to England with the flats, the recording, the producer, the $270.
Wow.
Grand.
Yeah.
I can open 4 strip clubs. That's what Pantera guys went and did. They were the smart ones. We were dumbass.
What do you know,
You know what?
man?
Because you know what? The next record is going to be so huge. You know, that's the mentality.
Capital money, man. I mean,
capital money.
Hey,
that was a 7-record deal, $3.5 million.
The pints are on Capital.
Oh, everything was on Capital. It was great till it wasn't on Capital anymore, and then it was like, what is this? This is like, what do you mean we owe you money? Well, what, we have to pay this back?
Yeah.
What?
That was a loan, guys.
Wait a minute. This is not free stuff. Yes, it is. Bullshit. Kick us down for that. And so it's like, we don't have to pay this back. They gave it to us, right? You find out really, really, really hard how it accumulates.
How quick $270,000 goes?
Oh, plus the $80,000 video that we did that we were on the hook for.
Yeah. And what was the artist? The amazing.
Oh, Ralph Steadman, the guy who did all of Hunter S. Thompson.
You get Ralph Steadman.
He was $30,000 alone. Yeah. He was $30,000 just for the fucking album cover.
And he doesn't talk. He won't do art for anybody, dude.
He won't.
He must have
we couldn't even talk to him.
Yeah, he must have been like, he goes, these guys are so outrageous sounding that I got to do this. Like, he's a rebel.
We didn't even talk to him. Our people got a hold of his people who got a hold of him. Yeah. He did it and sent it to us. That bird-looking fucking thing, that was what we got.
That's what you get.
There was no, can you go fix this? There was no second drafts on that.
Can the beak be a little bit smaller? No,
it wasn't like that. Was so not Exodus, and I'll get into that record.
That's
sometime.
like Martin Birch, like producing your album, or George Martin, or somebody along those lines. You know, it's like, no, we're keeping that solo. Yeah.
Now, you guys. You play everywhere. You guys do everything that's possible. And you've been together how long now?
Man, it's been interesting.
Because AC/DC's been together now. It's been 10 years, so you guys have been way longer than that.
It's like, maybe like, it's got to be 11 or 12. Yeah,
because we were right after you. I started AC/DC in 2009.
It's crazy. Dude, look. We're all in it for no more or no less than a good time.
Oh, that's what it is.
And it's I guess when you're having that much fun with guys that you like that much, and it just maybe time flies. But the whole thing just started like just sitting around me and Billy Rowe, who's a guy who's been in the Bay Area scene, man, for a long time.
Another band that was should be
Jet Boy.
You can't. If you're going to talk about, Ruffians and Y&T and those bands, that Jet Boy's in a vein, which we need to get into before you.
And it's funny because those bands were looked at like kind of posers and stuff like that because the dress and all that stuff. But man, you listen to that music, dude. Like some of the there's some Vein songs and there's some stuff they're digging in, man. Jet Boy, they had an edge, man.
Remember when they played Dan the Green with fucking White Snake and Motley Crue and Poison.
Totally, man. They had a sound, they had an edge, man, and songs and all that sort of stuff. So me and Billy continued to stay. You know, we always knew each other, and then so we're talking around about, I think it's me, Billy, and Eric Lannon, and talking about like just doing a fun thing, playing all the songs that we, puked to in high school. So we said we need a singer. And then Billy goes, "Oh man, Graham." He goes, "I know a guy." And so I didn't even know Graham at that point. And of course, Michael Butler was already going to be the bass player. And so we got.
Is it called the Butlers because of Michael Butler, or is it?
Yes. Here's the thing: we sit around trying to, 5 guys trying to come up with a name and agree upon a name. That ain't never going to happen. We had 100 names in the hat, right? I mean, there's some pretty good names, but someone didn't like this, someone didn't like that, and then. I forget who it was. It's probably Eric Lannon. And he goes, "We'll call the band the Butlers." So he just looks at Mike Butler because, Mike Butler's the quietest guy. Has But
it could mean a lot. It could mean like, a butler for, a rich.
Well,
the
no,
Butlers,
it wasn't like that at all. He looked at Michael Butler just to go, "We're going to call the band the Butlers." And Michael Butler goes, "No, please don't do that." And
oh my God, you did that so perfect. Don't do that. Don't call. Please don't do that.
And right then everybody goes, "Okay, there it is, Michael. It's the Butlers."
Yeah,
and he was just like, "No." So then we played off like the Ramones were all brothers type of thing.
I tease him about that all the time. I'm all, "Wow, you must be major having a band named after your own name name," because I tease him all the time.
Oh yeah, he hates it.
Wow, your own name of your own band. I don't even have my own band called Zetro. I mean, it's like he's like, I just do it because I know he digs
just
at
torture him. He's the most modest guy.
Totally.
Off stage.
Great player, can play everything.
On stage, he's not very modest.
No, he's the man, definitely.
But
definitely.
But yeah, so it's a good time, man, and we get all our friends to sit in and jam with us. Dude, you're a butler.
I am. I have been a butler a few times.
Yeah, we've been.
I love that. Yes.
You've jammed with us
a few times. Judas Priest. I did Queen. Tie Your Mother Down.
Half dozen times, probably.
Yeah, definitely. Did AC/DC song. Gone. No.
Touch Too Much.
Touch Too Much.
Shoot that. Yeah. Bunch of tunes.
Yeah,
dude.
bunch of tunes.
Chuck sat in with us once with you.
Yeah.
Phil Demmel sat in with us a lot.
All the butlers, all the Bay Area butlers.
Dave Rude from Tesla, he sits in with us. Nice guy.
Great guy.
Him and Phil Demmel kind of fall into the category of like nice guys.
These guys that play are very genuine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just nice guys. But
you have anything coming up? Talk about if you got anything coming up right now with the Butlers.
Yeah, the Butlers were playing in Walnut Creek at the Retro Junkie.
Give me a date.
September 21st, Saturday. And then we're playing Club Fox in Redwood City.
Love that place.
Yeah, great place, man. They go crazy for us down there, so it's always a good time.
They love the tribute shit down there.
They love it's like the KOME crowd down there,
totally,
dude.
Yeah. Nice little area there, you know what I mean? Like kind of like a little bistros and restaurants all around there. It's kind of cool.
That used to not be like that, dude.
Well, no areas were like that.
Yeah, I know. It's like
the China Basin wasn't like that before Pac Bell Park either. You know what I mean?
It's like downtown Disney down there. But yeah, so we're playing down there at the Club Fox, and that's a Halloween show. That's October 26th. And after that, we're playing up at that Rock University Club up in Santa Rosa.
Oh, nice.
It's a real nice place. That's in November sometime. 16th, I think. November 16th.
So where can you get Butler's information? You want to find it? You want to go see the best hard rock, 70s hard rock cover. I mean, we're talking about "Hello there, ladies and gentlemen." Who opens with Cheap Trick? That's so awesome. Yeah. Are you ready to rock? I love that shit, man.
Cheap Trick, AC/DC, UFO, Thin Lizzy,
of course, any of that stuff.
Yeah, whatever. The
Queen, The Who, Nazareth. It's 70s hard rock. Alice Cooper, all that.
That's the shit, man.
It's the shit. That's what we were born on.
That's part of our DNA.
It is our DNA.
So
it is our fucking DNA.
Yeah. So we'll have to get you back on stage again.
I'll come back in.
Around,
I get some stuff. I'm kind of busy in September.
I know.
That's the time. 21st, I'll be in Atlanta with Exodus.
Right. And then I was in AC/DC for a night.
Yes, you were. You got to play in my tribute band.
That was great, man.
Yeah, you did play in AC/DC for one night. You got to be Malcolm, and I do it pretty to the fucking T, so you kind of got to do it,
dude,
like they do it, because
hey, don't tell me, man. If I'm going to show up for Malcolm duty,
all right, you're going to be Malcolm.
All right, I'm planted. The right foot's moving. The neck's just doing the peck just enough. First position chords all day long.
Exactly.
Come on.
You took in, and he took over for our regular guitar player that's been revolving, but he's been great. He actually did a butler stint, Joel Proto.
Joel Proto, he's a butler.
He's the butler too. You came in for him. Now, he was actually out with Vane at that time, and I want you did a stint with Vane. Before I let you go, you got to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Joel Proto, first off. Yeah. Can't say enough nice things about that guy, man.
Love Joel and Aaron Proto. Those are my favorites.
So he's a butler, man. He does shows with us. And so he's in Vane now. And you called me up to do that because he was...
he had to do that, but you played in Vane for a little while.
I did, yeah. Okay.
Talk about that.
Okay, that was 2000. And... I was just kind of looking for people to play with, do something different, man. And so I got on the phone. It was like through an ad or something. And
I love Davey, by the way.
Yeah, I got a call from Davey Vane, and we start talking. And I don't know it's him, right? But I'm going, this guy's voice, man, kind of sounds familiar. Like, we're talking. He's all, and we're about like, dude, we're like, 10 minutes in the phone conversation. And I go, hey, man, I got to tell you, I don't know who said it first, but, it was like, your voice sounds really familiar, man. It might have been me. And he goes, I go, do I know you? I go, my name's Craig Behrhorst. And he goes, dude, it's Davey Vane. And he's all, Ruffians? I'm all Vane? I'm just like, wow.
Hot.
So it was a trip. So he's all, hey, man, I got this thing. It's not Vane, but it's just Davey Vane we're doing. And we do a few Vane songs, but I'm doing a solo thing. I'm going to do this record. So we start playing. I do a solo record with him, and we do shows around the San Francisco. We go down to L.A. and play, and shows around California. And so that goes from about 2000 to about 2004.
Really?
Yeah, and we're playing, but there's a lot of recording.
There was a recording.
A lot of recording time during that time, and Davey didn't want to play that many shows because he was really concentrated on like recording, and so and then I'd gotten back from that Ruffians reunion in 2004, and I was telling those guys like, dude, like, hey man, you got to do this. It's all happening right now. Vane, go over there right now and just kill it, man. And he's like, yeah, kind of. Someone talked to me about that. Davey was saying and all that, and so they ended up getting. I ended up leaving the band in 2004. Ruffians was just doing too much, man.
Uh-huh.
We're going over there, and maybe 2005 it was, and we're getting ready.
You're trying to run a business over here.
yeah, and I'm a business owner, dude.
That's right. A business.
Yeah, I'm trying to run a business, and that monopolizes my time.
I know this. Believe me, I know
being a
this.
band at night and do all this sort of stuff.
Sure.
So I ended up.
And you're not 18 anymore.
Yeah, I ended up walking away from that. But I already knew that it was okay. It was the right thing for everybody because I saw what was going to happen. They were going to go get back together, bands get back together, play the festival. And when you do those festivals, they want you to have as many original people in the band as possible.
They want that, exactly.
They want it as genuine as possible.
Sure.
And all the Vane guys are around, man. So they got everybody, and the original guy, so I wouldn't have been there anyway, man. So
that makes sense,
and it all worked out. So
that's good.
And I'm still good friends with Davey. And
so I still see him from time to time.
Yeah. He's only
my first gig back to Exodus in 2014 when I came back. Very first show was Bang Your Head Festival in Germany,
right?
And Vane was the opener that day.
Yeah,
Davey. I hung out with Davey the whole time.
Yeah.
He was using European musicians at that time to play with him.
Yeah, he was getting people over there because it's just easier.
Sure.
Kind of.
He was recording
bench
and stuff
players
over there,
when they first got together. I think they had the original guys, but he's got a kind of rotating lineup a little bit. And Davey, he produced the first Death Angel album.
Yes, he did.
The Ultraviolence.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
that's right. Davey's a very brilliant guy in the studio.
Good in the studio, and that was the whole connection to Kat.
Yeah. Yes, Kat.
Because
that's
Kat
right.
was managing.
She used to do, and she used to do. Remember the River Theater? Was that?
Yeah,
that was her thing.
Yeah.
She was the thing there. Everybody incestually.
Yeah. Anyways, what's the big hair guy doing producing the
thrash metal?
Thrash metal.
Yeah, he knew it. He was a friend. Well, we always talk about. It was like, well, Davey. No, there weren't a lot of chicks at the Exodus shows or thrash metal shows back in those days. So we'd go to Vane shows to get laid, to see girls. It was all girls. It was 90% fucking chicks at Vane shows. I tell him that today if I see him. Hell yeah. We used to go to Vane. And we would be like, hey, what's up? And he'd tell us, why are all the Thrashers coming to my show? Well, that's why, bro.
All
That's why.
night long.
Because, hey, but
Yeah.
90% girls with bras. Remember when they were just the era where they were just wearing bras to gigs?
Oh, but
Oh,
yeah,
my.
yeah. But the shows we played, even Ruffian shows. No, there wasn't many chicks, dude. We went to the glam shows for the girls, and
We have this ongoing joke. What's got 2,000 feet and 2 tits? An Exodus concert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of, we always between us, which isn't true. There's a lot of girl fans. And as the 80s started to teeter even more like towards Fabulous and Impact and in Pleasures, there was a lot more. And there were girls were like, this is kind of like guys metal. And girls were like, no, this isn't. It's girls metal. And I was like, fine with us. We're young bucks and we're cool with that. So it didn't matter.
I could still smell the Aquanet.
Are you kidding me? We didn't have it, but there was that Spandexodus for a while. You know, I never wore them.
Hey,
you ain't got a picture of me in spandex and nobody, but
you got that going for you, Zed.
So, which is nice. Which is
nice.
So before I let you go, let me know who you were. Who is your major influence? Who's your favorite dude? Why are you doing this? Why are you this guy?
Well, I mean, I keep, recreating myself along the journey, right?
That's the only way to stay relevant, right?
Yeah, well, in some ways, but I mean, at the beginning, it's because, I saw Song Remains the Same movie or something, or I heard Led Zeppelin, or, and I said, man, and
that was for me. That was the one for me. And
so,
people know that.
Influences, I mean, there's Peter Frampton. I learned how to play kind of guitar by listening to Jimmy Page a little bit. Yeah, he's kind of sloppy. Yeah, I can play that,
That's what I liked about it.
And it's real, And so there's that. I've been influenced, obviously we mentioned the bands that influenced Ruffians, whether it be Deep Purple, Iron Maiden, or Judas Priest. I think, but I'm playing guitar-wise, I'm influenced by people like the guitar player from Free, Paul Kossoff. I mean, just the simplicity of his playing and the honesty, man. And I think people like.
Remember when we were doing AC/DC rehearsal, we were talking about the first live Pat Travers record. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
And that lineup alone is
it's
just
killer.
fucking.
And I know Gary loves that
totally.
too, man.
That's Pat Thrall.
Yeah.
Tommy Aldridge.
Yeah, good stuff. But
Mars Cowling on bass. You know what I mean?
But I like Jay Giles' band, man. I mean, stuff like that. I love. I like the blues stuff too. I mean, heavy blues. So many bands I can't even think of. Right? UFO. Come on.
UFO's everything.
Yeah.
So now, your relationship with Aaron Jellum, has flourished in a whole nother way.
Yeah.
And you guys are actually business partners.
Yeah.
For those people that don't know, and it's TNT.
Yeah.
Right? Talk about TNT.
So, it's a business that me and Aaron Jellum own. We've had it for probably good, going on 25 years.
Wow.
And I mean, we talked about how music, being kids, was like the first vehicle for our kind of meeting each other relationship, and now it's become entrepreneurship.
Right.
Yeah. So,
right.
Me and Aaron were living. Together in Oakland, down High Street, remember the High Street pad down in Oakland? We had some after parties.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes, it was.
We had some ragers there.
Good ones.
Yeah. So we were working for a screen printing company, printing T-shirts, and then there was a guy that we knew, and he was printing all the shirts for NWA, right? And so Oakland cat. And so he was in with these NWA guys, man. And we kind of met him through, working at this other place and all this other stuff. He's like, man, you guys got to print my T-shirts, man. So we would rent other people's shops that we knew, at night. We'd be up all night printing NWA shirts, dude.
Really?
All night long. And we're looking at the cover of them. It was like a character. I mean, the front of the shirt, it had Dr. Dre and Ice Cube and all this. So we're like, who are these guys, man? Ice Cube, right? And so
MC Ren,
yeah, all that sort
Easy
of
E.
stuff. Yeah, it's an 8-Ball Posse was the back of the shirt, man. And we should reprint some of those. And but anyway, so we're printing those like mad. Some long hair, crazy long-haired heavy metal white boys printing T-shirts for NWA, and he would run them down there and bring the money back to us. And me and we're like, "Oh, dude, we're making some money, man! Like, we got to start our own business. We could do this, right?"
Wow.
And so we got the opportunity to buy some equipment really cheap. And that studio that we're talking about, we both practiced Ruffians, Exodus, Laws Rocket practice down there for a while.
Sure.
We partitioned half of that room for the business, and the other half of the room was for like a rehearsal spot that we had. And that's where we started the business. And that was like in, like 91, 92 or something like that.
Amazing.
And so, yeah, it's been a slow burn, man. But we're kind of, one of the go-to screen printers.
Yes, you are.
In the Bay
Quality
Area.
T-shirts, definitely.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a long time.
You did some Hatriot stuff.
Yeah, man.
We've
printed a lot of shirts for the bands and everybody. So that's the gig, man. That's what pays the rent.
That's awesome. Something's got to do that.
Yeah. So I see Jella, man,
Your wife.
every day.
Your wife, that's your boy. I want to tell him, get him in here, Craig. I've been up his ass the last couple of weeks. I'll be Laws Rocket stories. I'm going to get Aaron Jella in here.
Yeah.
I'm going to use your influence on that. Now you've come in and did the
man.
vault.
He's got stories, dude.
I know. I'll have to spend a whole day with him.
He's
probably.
got good stories. You guys been friends for a long time.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Man.
And the Bailoff stories he got to the best because he was like,
he grew
even on the record, you see there where they're carved into each other's arm on the Exodus record. It's in the sleeve.
They go back a long ways, man. Yeah. So he's Jellamy's family, man.
His
family.
Well, hey, brother, thanks for coming into the vault.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming and hanging out and telling the story like it is, man. So, you guys, leave me comments. First of all, tell everybody where they can get Butlers, where they can find what you're doing right now.
Yeah,
Facebook?
If you want to go see the Butlers, you can go check out butlerssf.com.
Butlerssf.com.
Yeah.
Telling you. If you need somebody, bar mitzvahs, it don't matter. Whatever. They're the best hard rock 70s cover band there is that I've seen. That's why I'll sit in with them anytime.
Yeah, we're not a cover band. We're a band that plays covers.
No, that's true. You're a tribute, actually, because you tribute every song.
Tribute. I don't know if I can. Yeah,
I do a tribute. The thing I do is kind of like it.
Yeah.
Kind of like the tribute. You guys, leave me comments. If you saw the Ruffians somewhere, if you remember them from the 80s, leave me comments and share this with everybody. And remember to subscribe to my channel. And for me and Craig Behrhorst, we'll see you guys real soon. You'll be back, right?
Hey, man. Love you, bro.
I love you, brother.
All right, man. Yeah.
Right on. We'll see you guys in the vault real soon.